But I'm back. Yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love YouTube. Gotta love YouTube. So I'm eating chicken fingers and fries today. Um, I do not do ketchup. Today's lunch is chicken fingers and fries, y'all. Um, as I was saying, I have 3 more days to work. 4 more, I'm sorry. Tomorrow in the office, work from home Friday, and then I work Wednesday and Thursday next week, and that's it. And I'm out. Um, so I did not get the other job. Oh, good. They only gave me 2 chicken fingers. Good, good, good. Because I didn't really am not that hungry, so I really didn't want a lot of chicken fingers. Mm, I'm making a mess. So I haven't eaten in my car in a long time because I've been going out to eat with the girls at work. They've been wanting to go out to eat, so they trying to get all the time with me they can before I dip. It's raining here today. It was supposed to stop by now, and it's still raining. This water is still cold, though. I'm bringing one of my boxes to the car in a few. I'm going to go back in and bring one of my boxes to the car because I packed up my desk. I didn't realize I had that much in my desk, first of all. But apparently I had a little bit at my desk. Oh, man, I got to cover up. Because I don't keep spilling stuff on this dress. I don't want to spill no more on it. Hey, Miss Ruth, how are you? I am happy that I'm leaving. Yes, I belong to Jesus. I hope you do too, though. I really hope you belong to Jesus too. No, I cannot shout out your name, but happy birthday. Okay, got rid of them. Mm. I'm happy and sad. I'm truly going to miss my team. I am. I'm going to miss my team that works under me. They are a great group of people. I'm just not going to miss management. I'm not going to miss the manager. But my team are good people. I am going to miss them. Bye. Some people just don't know what to say when they come on somebody's live. Oh, okay, Miss Ruth. You getting fancy, ain't you, girl? So hopefully when I leave this job, I'll be able to come on live more. I'm not promising you a lot because I am running a business 100% now. I'll be running my business 100%. So oh, Lord Jesus, why did I come on this live? I need to make a phone. Oh, I can't call them to 2 o'clock. I forgot I can't call them to 2. Okay, I'm fine. I was going to say, I got to get off this live. I got to call the doctor's office. Yeah, I can't promise you when, but because I am going to be running my business 100%. And right now, that's going to be the most important thing is running my business 100%. Because since I won't have this income from this job, I got to hustle. I really got to hustle. But I should be able to come on some. I have about, I think I got like 18 orders that I got to still complete right now. That I still got to start and start from the beginning and complete. So it's a lot. My son has completely turned my downstairs into a warehouse. So my downstairs of my house don't look like the downstairs of my house anymore because he has organized it to look like a warehouse. So that all of my supplies, I just go grab when I need something and go make the cup. We've even moved all downstairs. My whole downstairs, I'm like, oh my God, what happened to my living room? Like, what happened to my house? My son did this. I walked downstairs one day and I went in the kitchen and then I was like, wait a minute. I walked back out the kitchen and I looked and I was like, no, I went to sit down at the dining room table and I was like, what in the, what? And I got up and I was like, OMG. My son done turned my living room, my whole downstairs looks like a warehouse. I lie to y'all not. I am not lying. My downstairs that y'all always see me record from, it don't look like that no more. He has, now my decorations are still up. He has legit, okay, changed my downstairs into a daggone warehouse. And I know Malik said I need a warehouse, but I didn't know you were going to do this. I can't even get to my couch because all the boxes and I thought, okay, but he has it organized. And it looks good as far as how he has it organized. So when I do need to go grab a new tumbler to create on, it's organized by sizes. And then when I go to ship, he done now created a shipping table with all my shipping supplies on it, all my boxes. He done created that the other week. I'm like, I just lost my whole downstairs. So last week, being I'm going to be doing my business 100%, I went in the dining room into my shipping section. We done put the laptop, we done just moved everything downstairs so that my printer, everything. We done move everything downstairs to ship. To my dining room table. All my stuff is right there. So my labels and everything right there so I can just package faster and ship faster. And he bought me a new printer for Mother's Day from downstairs. So we got a new printer. So all I got to do is print my invoices and all of that. All of that is right there. He set it up. He set it up nice. I did the shipping table, but he set it up nice. He did. But I don't have, my house is officially a warehouse. Or my house is my business. That's pretty much what it is right now. So, yeah, y'all. I just laughed because he just one day just turned the whole thing into a warehouse. I'm like, my house looked like a hotel room downstairs. Like, it looked like a hotel downstairs because of all my pictures and stuff, but gotta do what you gotta do. I guess Malik saw this before I saw this, and he just, yeah. I think he saw this before I did because he in March is when he set my downstairs up like a warehouse. Everything is organized by sizes. He got the section where he take pictures at. Like, everything is just he take the pictures of the products. Everything is just organized. And so I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it at all. I'm just like, wow. But it has been very convenient because when I go to grab something, I know where it's at. The thing with it is I'm not a person that you can move stuff and then I got to search for it when I'm shipping. I hate that. I got to have everything in a certain area, like in a certain space so I can do what I need to do. So, yeah, my house is officially a warehouse as of March of 25. And I ain't mad at it because he must have saw this before I saw this. So, maybe I'll come on here and do some live events with y'all. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some live sales. I don't know. But everything is in the planning stages right now. Like, everything is planned, everything is set. Everything is just, yeah. So, yeah. The only room that don't look like a warehouse is my kitchen. And my kitchen don't look like a warehouse. But my dining room and my living room downstairs, even my hallway, because he got my ones in the hallway, he got them set up so that I just grab the one that it goes in so that I can put it in that box and ship it out. He did it. He set it up. He set it up. I ain't even gonna lie. Malik must have saw this before I saw this. Because God didn't tell me till what? The last week of March. Oh no. He told me the first week of the last week of March. Yeah. Around that time. So yeah. I just laugh at it when I walk home now. because he saw this before I did. Now that I'm thinking about this, Malik saw this before I did, because he went ahead when we came from that vendor event in March. I went upstairs and went to bed. I didn't know he was downstairs setting up my living room into a warehouse. I didn't know that's what he was. I didn't know until I went down. I think it was the next day. These are so salty. The next day when I went downstairs is when I saw it. And I was like, I texted him and I was like, did you just turn my whole downstairs into a warehouse? And he was like, that's what you needed, Mom. That's what you needed. You needed it organized and you need it so it's easy for you to go grab your stuff. He was like, that's what you needed. And I was like, okay. I can't eat no more of this. I was like, okay. So I just, yeah. Now when I look at it, I just shake my head because I'm like, wow. See how God did it. Yeah, he still live at home with me, Miss Ruth. I don't think he going nowhere anytime soon, girl. I don't think he going nowhere anytime soon. I hope not anyways. I hope he don't go nowhere no time soon. At first I was pushing him out the door and now I'm like, you just stay. And I don't hardly see him anyway, because Malik got a promotion. I don't know if I told y'all, Malik got a promotion on his job. He's now assistant manager. So, yeah, he got a promotion. He's assistant manager now. But, yeah, he must have saw this before me, because I've been praying for years. And when I tell y'all for years, I've been praying to be able to work my business 100%. And when I tell y'all how God has worked that out, like, it legit was God. And, yeah, it was legit God that did it. And so when God said it was time, he didn't even let me get the job. That job I had interviewed for, I didn't get it. So I'm just like, God really, really telling me you need to trust me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going on a whole faith walk. 100% faith walk, y'all. 100% faith walk. Yeah, he started his. That's how everything just lined up right in time. Everything lined up right in time. It went from 1 week, that day God was like, it's time for you to go. It went from that to, well, first I had an anxiety attack at work. It went from stuff my manager was doing to me, and it just all built up, and it just had an anxiety attack. It went from that to 2 weeks later, God said it's time to go. To the week after God told me it's time to go, we find out that our company was sold, that the part of the company that I work for was sold. So they sold the company. And then from there, that day I typed up, went and fixed my resignation letter, because on that day God told me the date to put on my resignation letter. He said put April 16th. So April 16th, and he told me, and then when I talked to my son, when God told me it was time to go, me and my son had a 2-hour talk at home about this. Because I don't just jump up and leave a job. Like, I can't just jump up and leave a job. Like, I'll endure and go through my allergies, y'all. Sorry. I'll endure and go through until God says it's time. And when God says it's time is when I move. I don't move on my own, because if I moved on my own, I would have left a year and a half ago. But I didn't move on my own. I literally waited to hear from the voice of the Lord. And me and Malik talked for 2 hours. And Malik, I originally didn't want to leave to June or July. Malik wanted me to leave my job immediately. And I was like, I can't just leave immediately. Like, I'm a supervisor. I have people under me. They're entrusted in me and they need me right now. And I knew I wanted to give them their raises. So I didn't want to leave before giving them their raises. And so I said, okay, Malik. And the Lord dropped in my spirit, May 30th. Your last day going to be May 30th. And I literally put that, when they sold the company, I went on my resume, and I'm not resume, I went in my resignation letter that I already had typed up. I went ahead and put the actual dates in because I had typed it up, but I didn't have any dates. The Lord said turn it in on April 16th. I put April at the top. I put that my last day was going to be May 30th. After that, everything under the sun happened that day. Everything under the sun happened. One of the guys on the, hold on, y'all. A guy that worked on another floor came up to my floor and harassed one of the people on my team. I had to handle that. He had demonic spirits in him. He stared at me like he wanted to kill me. All of this happened on April 16th. I had to then try to get her to HR because this was a case that needed to go to HR. The manager, who is terrible, was in her feelings, won't trying to come help me because she was in her feelings because I turned in my notice that morning. Y'all, it was just so much happened that one day. And then that happened. End result, the guy got fired. The HR fired him because a case, we had to go and they had to talk to me and interview me about what happened in the case. They had to do a case, open a case, and it was just a lot because he was sexually harassing my associate. Okay. And so she's not directly under me, but she's on my team. And her supervisor don't know what to do with stuff. Like she don't know nothing. So I had to handle everything. So all of this happened but when that happened that afternoon, it let me realize, it let me really know that my decision was the right decision to leave. And my manager was so much in her feelings about me resigning that I went to her with a problem and she wouldn't even help me. So it let me know then that my decision was the right decision. So they had a month and 2 week notice from me. Between that then and now, it has been some up and down emotions. I keep saying, why do a person leave a job making this much money? I'm making more money than I have ever made in my life. But I serve a God that can make me earn 3 times that running my own business. So I serve that kind of God. So he can make me learn. God can triple, quadruple all that because that's the God that I serve. And it's been a lot that has happened that I need to fill y'all in on. This has just been a lot. She met with me the next day. The director and the vice president wanted her to find out why I'm leaving. And is there anything that they can do to keep me? And I was just like, nope, it's time. And God told me to say it's time. He told me not to bash her, not to go into any of that with her when she met with me. And when she met with me, she wanted to find out why I was leaving. Was it her? She said, is it me? And I said, it's a lot of things. And I said, this decision was not made overnight for me. I said, but it's time. It's time. And I smiled. And she was boohoo crying. When I tell y'all, she was boohoo crying, okay? Because she don't want me to leave. Because I'm making her look good, for one. When she don't know something, she comes to me. And so she won't have me to lean on anymore to make her look good. So when I got out of that meeting with her, she told me, you are unreplaceable. She was like, there's no way we're going to be able to find someone to equal up to you. She was like, you've done so much in this department. And it's true. True. And but it's sad that it took this for you to really realize how much I've done in this department. And she said, told me the vice president and the president don't want me, and the director don't want me to go, but it has nothing to do with them. And that's what they don't understand. They don't understand that I'm leaving and I don't have a job. They don't understand it because they're not on that spiritual level. And God had already told me they're not going to understand. They're not going to understand. And so I went back to my desk. And when I went back to my desk and I sat down, the Holy Spirit told me, the Lord told me, you did it right. So when me handling the meeting the way that I have, and ever since then, I've been very professional in the meetings. And even when she come out her mouth and she say something real slick, y'all, she has been saying things real slick sometimes. Even when she do that, I still keep it professional. And I don't say nothing. She better be glad it's the new me, because the old me would have been ate her up. The old me would have got fired because I would have fussed her out. But that ain't what God wanted me to do. I've been keeping it professional. It's been hurting to keep it professional though, but I've been keeping it professional. And I said, to the day that I walk out of here, I will keep it professional. My director met with me a week ago. He sent me an invite. First thing I got in here in the morning, he sent an invite. And he wanted to know, is a lot of why I was relieving because of the man. How is the manager doing? And I gave him some insight. Y'all need to train her because she don't know how to be a manager. Y'all put her in this position and y'all didn't train her. And it's been very hard to work under her. It's like raising a child, y'all. She's so immature. But she's only 31. It's been like raising a child. And so it's been a lot. And I even told him about the day that she yelled and screamed at me and cursed at me in a meeting with me. And he was like, and I said, the only reason I didn't go to HR on her is because I know she's a single mom. And y'all know how I have a heart for single mom. That's my ministry, the single moms ministry. Y'all know I have a heart for single mothers. And because I did not, but remember in December when she did that to me, and the Lord told me that when you leave, first of all, the Lord told me she messed herself up. And he said, when you leave, it's going to be a trickle effect in the department. So many others are going to leave behind you because a lot of people are connected to you. My grandfather always said, Bishop W.P. Wiggins, my granddaddy always said, you got to watch how you treat people because you don't know who is connected to who. You don't know who's connected to who. That's why he said in his church, in the church my grandfather had, he said you got to watch how you do, because if you take one down, you might take your whole church down because of who's connected to who. And so when they made the announcement to the team, first we made the announcement to my team lead. I'm sure he already knew. And then we made the announcement to the people that report directly to me, the 8 people that report directly to me. They were devastated. And one girl even said herself, please don't let him park here. One girl even said herself, she said, well, if Nikita leave, I'm leaving. And oh my God, he's gonna park right here. And when she said that, I had to stop her. But a lot of them are looking for jobs right now. The people on my team, they're all looking for jobs. And they're looking for jobs because they know something's got to be wrong if I'm leaving. And it's been a lot. It's been a lot, but God has been also opening doors with me and companies where I'm an affiliate with other companies. God has been opening doors with that. God has been making ways like for my business. Like he's just been doing so much. And I'm just sitting back like I did get my letter last week from the HR of the interview I had for the 100% remote job, and I didn't get it. Um and I'm thinking like, why did they waste my time? And my son was like, that's because, Mom, now you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And I was like, yeah, now I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I do. So I am in awe of what God is doing. I am counting down to walk out these doors in 4 days. I am counting down to walk out of these doors in 4 days to get out of this place. Um, my team has been supportive. The people that are under me, they are so excited for me. They are so excited, and it's because they already knew that I was going to be leaving one day. They just didn't know when. And they are excited. They've been supportive. They're supposed to be throwing me a going away party next week. And I didn't want a going away party, but the girl that I call my daughter, she done taught me into letting them do it. And so I'm having a going away party, and yeah. They're doing that next Wednesday. And she got mad because she wanted to do it. And I told my daughter, the manager got mad because she wants to do it. And I told my daughter, I told her, I said, if y'all gonna fight, I don't want it. Because I'm not about confusion. I'm not about drama. I'm not about any of that. Okay? I'm just trying to live and enjoy life. So I was like, if y'all get into it, I don't want it. That's what I told her. I don't want it. Just let me go peacefully. So they doing a little going away party for me, honey. That's next week. Uh, just like today, the other supervisors are off. My manager just left at 2 o'clock. Well, she's leaving in a couple of minutes. She's leaving at 2. The team lead that's under me, he had to leave for a family emergency. Pray for his grandmother. She's in the hospital. She's not doing well. So he just had to leave. So I'm the only management person left for the team for the day. And they already know. They know how I am. I go around at 4 o'clock and I tell them to stop working. I told them, y'all gonna miss me. I said, y'all never gonna have another manager walk around at 4 o'clock and 4:30 and be like, stop working. Y'all ain't gonna never have that. They was like, we sure not. One girl didn't take it well. She had to leave that day that they told her. That's the one that I took under my wings, that they treated her bad. The old manager treated her bad. I took her under my team. I asked her to be moved on my team. For the last 8 months, she's been under my team, and she has grown, and I have helped develop her, and I have built her confidence up in her work. I have built her back up. Hey Janine, how you doing, sis? Hey Angie, how are you? And so it's been, when I told the Lord last night, I was like, God, when I get in doubt, I need you to remind me that this is you. And so as I was leaving out, it's funny because as I was just leaving out to come to lunch, I've already went to the other departments, told them I'm leaving. I already said my goodbyes to them. And one of the ladies from one of the departments just walked past me on my way out, and she said, hey, she said, I don't know. She said, I never think about work when I leave here, but the other night I was thinking about you. And she was like, are you okay? I said, I'm good. And she was like, good spirits. She was speaking good, positive spirits to me. And she hugged me and she walked off. Those are the people that I will miss. It's genuine people. People that are literally genuine and that have a heart and that truly love me and truly care about me. And so those are the people that I'm going to miss when I walk out the doors of that building in 4 days. Those are the people that I'm going to miss. Um, Thank you, Janine. It's been a long time coming. It's been when I say a long time coming, it's been a long time coming. And I just had to wait on the Lord. You know, I had to wait on God. I had to wait until God said that it was time. And when God said it was time, I knew it was time. My mama was like, get out of there before you have a heart attack. Because I was on my way there, y'all. That's how bad it was. Sorry. I was on my way there. But the day that I turned in the resignation, it was so hard for me because of the people that are under me. And it was so hard for me to push send that to HR. But I did it. And ever since then, it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. It feels like the weight of the world and all of this has been lifted off my shoulders. Um, my chiropractor, they've been on me for the last year and a half to leave. They're like, this is not good for your body. Your body is really suffering from this. And when I told them, when I went in, the day that I turned in the notice and I went in that afternoon and I told them, they were rejoicing because they knew that my body wasn't getting better because of this job. And it's not the work, it's the things that people do, you know. Um it's the stuff that keeps going on and on and on and on. Like it's just yeah. But yeah, she keeps crying, y'all, and that's why I was like, okay, first I don't want y'all crying. You know, when I leave, I was like, I don't want a crying party. This is a rejoicing. We should be rejoicing. This is a rejoicing moment. But they also know that I worked hard. I gave a lot of my life these last 4 years to this company, and I worked hard. And they know it. They know it. They know it. Um, they probably, out of my work life, I think this job probably got the best out of me as far as work. They got the best out of me. They did. I'm gonna have to slide up her in this big old truck. Oh my God, look at these big dogs she got, y'all. Oh, I ain't getting her right now. She got these big, huge dogs. My God Almighty. Jesus. Anyway, I ain't going back in until she get. Yeah, she got these huge dogs, y'all. I don't do dogs. I'm sorry. Yes, I did, Janine. I told him that last night in my worship and prayer time because yesterday I started feeling doubt. I started saying, who walks away from a job making this much money? Who walks away from a job making almost 100K? Like, who does that? Like, who does that? Like, who does that? In about, if I would have stayed in 2 years, I would have been at 100K. So I'm like, who does that? But only God You know what I'm saying? God, and I was like, God, when I start getting in doubt, remind me. And he reminded me already 2 times today. One with the lady that just walked out and she said that she don't know why I was on her mind. I said, well, just pray for me. And she said, I know it's going to be a success. It's going to be a success for you. I said, thank you. A guy on my team who's one of my best performers, he's spoken to me today. He don't even know how he's spoken to me. He has no idea how he just spoken to me earlier. He was like, God got you. He was like, and I never heard this guy talk about God ever, ever. He started a month after I started. I ain't never heard this guy talk about God. And he just spoke life into me just that little bit. He don't know how much he just spoke life into me. And when I showed him some of my product, he was like, oh my God. He was like, girl, you gonna be in Target and everywhere. He told me, I said, oh, I said, then you gonna be like, that used to be my supervisor. He was like, oh my gosh. Like, cause they knew me here, but they didn't know everything I do outside of work. They didn't know my life outside of work. They didn't know none of that. Like, they just knew she have a business. That's all they knew. They don't know nothing else. He was just like, he just told me, he was like, God got you. He was like, you ain't got to worry about nothing. God is about to make you, like, he's like, you about to blow up. And I was just like, I've never heard this guy talk about God. And he's telling me all of this. So 2 people have spoken into my life today after I prayed that prayer last night, asking God to remind me. And that's how God reminds me, things like that. Because I'm human, okay? The flesh part of me gets scared. I'm not gonna lie, the flesh part of me is scared to death. The flesh part of me is like, but then the spiritual kicks in, and the spiritual part of me says, you ain't got nothing to worry about. God's got you. The flesh part of me looking at the numbers, but the spiritual part can triple the numbers. You see what I'm saying? I hope I'm encouraging somebody out there. I hope I'm encouraging somebody that's listening to this video, is do what God tell you to do, regardless of how people feel. Do what God tells you to do for you. For you. Yep. Yep. It was stress, Janine. It was very, I went through a lot of stressful moments. It was. But not only do what God tell you to do, move when he tell you to move. Cause we'll listen to God, but we don't listen. We want to listen to him when we want to listen to him. I wanted to move a year and a half ago. I wanted to walk away from this job. I just wanted to abruptly walk out. But God didn't let me do so. He didn't let me do so. So one girl came to me yesterday and we started around the same time, and she was like, I'm the only one going to be left out of our whole group. And she was like, well, I'm here. The money's good. And I looked at her, because guess what? Money's not everything. You can have all the money in the world and be sad on the inside and be broken on the inside. When she spoke to me that way in that meeting in December and yelled at me and cursed at me, I knew then that I was not going to be here long. And when that happened, it was 3 weeks 3 weeks before the month of prayer. I didn't know how I was going to get through month of prayer, because I was broken before month of prayer started. I didn't even know how I was going to get through it, because I went through, after that happened with me and her, I went through like 3 weeks of depression. And I didn't know how I was, but I knew I couldn't cancel month of prayer, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. So month of prayer was for me just as well as it was for y'all. I did not, I even told God the day before month prayer started, I said, God, I don't know how I'm going to do this without you. I can't do this without you. I don't know how I'm going to do this month of prayer when I'm at the state of mind that I'm at. But he delivered me. He pulled me through. He gave me a boost to last this long. When I wanted to throw in the towel then, I wanted to give it up then. And he gave me the strength to keep going. So I hope this encouraged one of y'all today. I got to get ready to go back in. I got to make a phone call before I go in, though. But I got to get ready to go back in. And I just want to encourage. Hopefully, I'm encouraging somebody out there to let you all know to listen to the voice of the Lord, but not just listen, heed to it and do what God tells you to do and watch you come out with abundant blessings. Because he's going to overflow you and bless you abundantly. Okay? I'm going to talk to y'all on another video. Thank y'all for coming in and chat with me. See y'all. See you, Miss Ruth. See Janine and Diaz. See you guys. Take care. I love you guys. And I will see y'all on another video soon. Bye.